Alright, what is up, guys? This is part 2. So basically we're gonna continue, we're gonna review of what we did last time in part 1. And if you don't get anything in here, it's probably because you didn't watch part 1, or just maybe because I've added some new things to the Tycoon genre, so some things will be new to you. So if you don't get anything, just go to part 1, look over it quick, and then you can come back here. So basically this video, it's not going to be too long. I'm going to make a part 3 and probably more later on. So what we're going to cover in this video is we're going to cover droppers, we're going to cover GamePass and developer products, and upgraders as well. So nothing too much, but you're gonna learn how to you can make your own droppers, find some and just script them quick, or you actually say transfer the script from this one into them. Alright, so yeah, let's get started. Alright, so what you're gonna want to do is, say you want to build an addition like floor 2 to this, or completely make it from scratch, and you don't know what to do. So first what you're gonna do is get a building kit. Oops. And I recommend mine, but any doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter what size the droppers are. Nothing has to be special about it, except for one feature, which is see the transparent part right here. That's gonna be where the area of where the brick spawns from, and I'll get into that later. But let's just say you want to build it from scratch quick, which is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to use this as a template to see how big I want to make it, so it's not too big. And let's just do this quickly. If you're wondering how to duplicate it and so it doesn't go on top, it's Control D, and it makes it so, like, see, if you press Control C and V, it spawns on top. If you want to spawn in the same position, and you saw another one add on here, it's actually inside it right now. So yeah, that's that. And you can change the settings in here of the intervals of how you want to move it. So I'm not going to make anything too fancy. Just gonna get something done quick. This actually might be too big. Let's do this. So what you want to know about this is that you don't want to put too much detail into this, because then when you, or like any model in general, because when you load it in, when you buy a button, if it's too big, it might like crash the crappier computers in the server because of a lot of parts or whatever. So you want to stay good enough so it looks nice, but you don't want to overkill it, because if you have multiple buttons, multiple of those droppers, it might screw some up later. So I'd say up to 40 parts is well more than enough, but you can make it look nice with less. Just gonna do this quick. You can make it look however you want. You can just make it look, you can even make it have just like the other older Tycoons, they just have they have like a floating brick like this, and then the dropper spawns under it. Doesn't really matter, this is just for personalization. Alright, now we're just gonna make, it also doesn't really matter there doesn't have to be really a size or anything special about this, just its name. And you're gonna want to name it drop, I believe. Yeah, so you want to name it drop, and you can leave it at its transparency, or make it 0.5 so it looks like a dropper. Alright, and then you want to do, just model all this together, Control and G, and you'll find it in here. So all the other parts, it doesn't matter, you can group them if you want, you can leave them ungrouped in here. But the part that you're going to drop the dropper from, it has to be named drop. And I suggest you want to turn can collide set to false, so you know it can spawn either inside or under it, and then it drops. Otherwise, it's gonna spawn up top right here, which you know might cause a problem. And also, it might be a good idea making any brick above it can collide false also, so it doesn't spawn on top of there. You know, just in case there's lag or a lag spike, so you don't get like 5 drops right here. It's not gonna look too good. Alright, what you want to do next is go back to this one, to the original Tycoon, and you're going to want to find dropper 1. It should be, you know, Tycoons, Fighting Bears, purchases, dropper 1. Now this is going to be an automatic by itself. We'll go into the mine later if you want to make, you know, a duplicator. I'll show you, or a triplicator. What you can go as much as you want. I'll show you how to add on those later. So we're just going to do the automatic one. So you're going to want to dropper 1, and you want to copy the dropper script. Control C. You want to go in here, right click and paste into. And let's go over this quick. Alright, so this is basically the script of how the drops are going to happen. If this looks confusing, don't worry, it's not too hard to take you through this. So first up, you got these 2 lines. Don't worry about them. Keep them the same, don't change anything. And also, you want to keep the dropper script inside the model. Inside the model. You're not supposed to have it in dropper, in drop. It has to be in here. And also, the heck. And also, the drop has to be in the model also. So you can't have these 2 be another model inside of him, and you can't have the drop be in model with all these parts. The drop has to be in with this dropper part. Otherwise, anything else, it doesn't matter. Alright, so let's get back to work. So this is the wait time between each drop in seconds. Pretty standard. This creates the part, the brick color. This changes the drop color's value. Now, if your Tycoon is gonna have a colorizer, you don't have to worry about that. But if you want to make something like, you know, a standard color, like a gold mine, and you want the drops to be yellow, so what you're gonna have to do, it's pretty easy. Just want to type in, and this has to all be case sensitive. Part.brick color equals brick color dot new, and then in here type in quotations, and you want to figure out what color do you want it. So back to this appearance thing, you want to go to brick color and just, you know, find the color that you want. Say new yellow, and you want to just put in the name of the brick color you want, and it's also case sensitive. And same goes to material. If you want it to be, if you have a materializer in your game, just leave it as is, don't add anything. Otherwise, if you want it to be, you know, a granite or something, this is easier. You just have to make quotations, and then you're just gonna type in marble or granite or whatever's brick. Doesn't really matter. It just has to be in quotations, and there's after the equal sign. And you can have a space here or not, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at. I'm just gonna leave these as regulars. And then next thing you're gonna have to edit is the cache value. So this is gonna be obviously pretty standard, I mean, and how much each drop is gonna be worth. And then what's up next is gonna be that we'll do the size quick. So this is what I usually do. I usually just get a template brick to work from, and I make this how I want my bricks to drop to look like. So basically, I usually, you know, might be a good idea to have them all even. So maybe too big to have it 1. Alright, now. Oh yeah, that seems good. So basically, this is gonna be pretty easy. So since I want it just 1 by 1 by 1, I go back into the script and change the size. Part.size equals vector3.new, and this is gonna be the x first number, This is gonna be the Y, your second number, and this is gonna be the Z, your third number. And then, so that's the size, and the C frame is gonna be where it spawns in relation to this drop right here. So if you just say part.c frame equals script.parent.drop.c. C frame is basically another word for position, but have it C frame so it doesn't spawn on top, so it actually spawns in its exact location. So what I usually do is go, if I usually don't make it spawn inside of it because it could spawn on top or something can go wrong. So I usually have it spawn the regular number and also a little bit extra, so it's gonna go, say 1.1 is good enough, so it's gonna go, because if you say just 1, it's gonna spawn like this. One second. It's gonna spawn like that, so they're still gonna be touching, so it might lock on or something. So I have usually a little bit of room, that small gap, so it can drop fine without any problems. So yeah, I keep it at 1.1, so that's gonna be pretty good. And game.debris stat item. This number is how long you want it to be, available. Like say, if you keep on clicking and then some parts fall out, that's gonna be the duration of how long they're gonna be alive until they're gonna get removed by them automatically. So yeah, they're gonna disappear by themselves. That's how long it's gonna take. So usually, it depends on your conveyor. This is pretty short, so 10 seconds is long enough, but we just went a little bit extra just for your guys' sake. If you want to extend it or something at a second floor, I already checked out some of your guys' tycoons, which are actually turning out nice, and one's actually reached the front page using that Modern Warfare one, so props to that. Thanks for using it. Alright, now let's put this into effect. It doesn't matter what the name is, like I said before. You just have to just have to know it later on. So, but you can easily find it. So, since dropper 1 and 2 and 3, I believe, are already made, I'll just name this like special dropper, because this tycoon is special, and that was my ringtone. I mean, my message notification. All right, now you can place it wherever you want, obviously. And it could be, it could be inside other bricks. It's still gonna work. So now once you've positioned it where you want it to, it doesn't fit in here. Crap. I'll just do it right here. Make sure that when it falls, it goes into the conveyor, so it's not hanging out like this. But it's not inside it also. Alright, so this is gonna work just fine. You can change the materials quick. Figured out that sand material, pretty nice. Alright. Let's do this quick. Alright, whatever, you got this thing going on. So now what you want to do is drag this into purchases, and then you want to just get any button that preferably has a dependency in it. If it doesn't, you can just find one that doesn't, copy and paste it. So I'm just going to copy and paste this, put it wherever you want. Alright, let's edit this out. Buy special dropper, and this could be anything. You can even say like dropper, and just keep on stacking it up with your other droppers if you have this. But what's gonna matter is what you edit inside here, so I'm just gonna name this special dropper. We're gonna have a 0, and I want it so you could buy it after you bought the mine. So that's why I'm gonna have the dependency to mine, because if you don't know what dependency means, I went through it pretty well in my last video, so you guys want to check that out if you don't know what it is. Otherwise, we can just go to object, and also I went through this also. And in the object, you're just gonna have what you named the model that you want to buy. So in this case, it's gonna be special dropper. And I want to set the price to 0. Alright, actually I'll just do, like 25, make sure it works. Oh, whoops. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, that's right. And I want to change the name right now. 25 also. Alright, so once I've done that, you drag that into buttons. And let's see if this works quick. And yep. Alright, now let's go test it out in game and attempt to buy it. Alright, let's see. Team works. Alright, now yeah, we see it pop up right here. Let's get some money quick. Yeah, as you guys notice, I fixed the conveyor walls. It's pretty easy, but forgot to do that when I was building this. Alright, you got some cash now. Let's try it out. And notice that it works. And here we go. So it's gonna keep on doing that until you leave. And that was the error sound for buy drop run, because I don't have 70 cash yet right now. Good enough. Buy this. And we see more buttons pop up. Alright, and these two, why they're still here, because they're not in the buttons folder, because I don't have anything them set to buy it. They're just examples. So yeah, I got that working. Alright, let's check out the upgrader now. So this is actually not hard at all. If you want to make like a separate one, I just copy and paste it. Or actually, it's gonna be easier to duplicate it. Control D, and you can easily just move it. It's already aligned. You just have to move it left and right. And let's just change it to that. I'll actually move it behind it, so it's gonna upgrade it. And let's name it Upgrader 2. Let's check out the script quick. So here we get basically what this does. Whatever touches this upgrader name right here. Also, yeah, see how it's upgrader? That's the part that you need to leave in the script along with the script. Anything else, you can just go into a model, or you can ungroup it. Whatever works best for you. So in the script, you're gonna find this line right here, which just adds a number to your cash. People used to have it times and times 2. But what I found out is that if a game starts to lag, that's how your cash gets into like the billions and quadrillions, and it goes to negative. So I stick with the pluses just in case some lag spike happens. It doesn't screw up everyone's cash, and you're gonna have to really join the game. Alright, so we're gonna set this one at 10 because the other one was at 5. Yep. And we're gonna make another button for it quick. I'm just gonna duplicate this upgrader one. I'm just gonna name it by another upgrader. And let's do it at 800. Dependency dropper 2. We're gonna change this to upgrader. Dependency is upgrader because this one we want the first upgrader to be bought. So we can have this upgrader 1, but then we're gonna have to edit this buttons object. But whatever. I know that this is the first upgrader, so I just keep it upgrader. And what we're gonna buy, upgrader 2. I could have just added the 2, but life sucks. And we want it to cost 800. Alright, so that should be done. Let's just see if this works quick. And yeah, it's gone. See ya. Alright, what's up next? Let's go over the developer product buttons and GamePass product. So these two be pretty easy, and I'll show you how to set them up also. So say you want a developer product. Development products is you can buy it in game. That's the only way you can buy it is in game, and it's only gonna it's not like GamePass. Like a GamePass, you can go to multiple servers. This develop a product button is only good for a one-time thing. So yeah, so basically what it does is when you step on it, it prompts you the Roblox purchase thing, asking you, like, say if you want buy, you know, ultra dropper right here, and the button's going to be there. You can step on it, and then you can set the whatever you want it to cost, like 10 Robux or tickets, and then if the user buys it for 10 Robux, then your thing is gonna go. Then you're gonna be able to buy this. I mean, not buy it. You're gonna buy it for 10 Robux instead of in-game cash. So you can have this be good for, you know, really overpowered droppers or weapons in the game that the users might want to buy. So let's go over how to make the developer product quick. So basically, it's only compatible with the place that you're editing. So since I'm editing this place right here, I have to make a development product in this place right here. I can't make it right here and then get it like, unlike game passes, like you could buy game passes from other places in a different place, but development products have to be in the same place. So what you do is you have to configure, you have to go to developer products, you have to create new, you have to make a image for it. So but it doesn't really matter, you can just have like a money symbol. So we're just gonna have this for testing. Test 1, want it to cost 5 Robux. Alright, and let's go to Photoshop. I'm just gonna voice crack there again. Oops, we got some leaks for you guys. You know, we'll just have a random image right there. Create. So now you see the stats of it. Here's the ID that you need to get, name of it, and the price. You can also edit this whenever you need to. But the ID will stay the same, so you know you don't have to go back and change the ID. So what you want to do is just copy this ID, development product button example. This ID here. We just want to name this test button. 5 Robux. Also, I believe that you're not going to need to change the price on this because it's going to buy it right away. So yeah, you can remove that. Object, what? Alright. So let's get an example going. Actually, you know, you guys can like, play around with yourself. Make this one ticket. Yeah. So let's do this quick. I'm just gonna make it by a brick, or actually me, I should say, because I'm overpowered. Name is gonna be Zednov. You copy it, name. Test button. So dependency. I want this to be bought right away. So I'm just gonna remove that. So it's gonna be this button, and the mine is gonna be the only one active right away. Def product ID, we got that taken care of. Object, I want to name it Zednov because the model that's it's going to be buying is Zednov. So you want to put Zednov in purchases, and this button in buttons. Alright, hopefully this works. Alright, yeah, it does. So yeah, since I had removed dependency, it's going to be one of the first buttons that you can buy right away. Same thing with GamePass. Let's do this quick. Zednov 2. Alright, let's do this. GamePass test button. So what this is gonna do is if you don't have the Game Pass, it's gonna prompt you to buy it. Otherwise, if you do own a Game Pass, you can just get this right away. So this is gonna be good for, you know, if you want to have a starting extra dropper right here, you're gonna have a Game Pass for an extra button expansion. I mean, not but extra dropper expansion, so you get extra droppers. So that's what that's good for. And same here, I don't want the dependency. I don't want it to be bought right away. And you can remove the price. So you have the object, which is going to be named Zeds2, and the GamePass ID. So how to make a GamePass? So you want to save this also. Go back into the place. You want to hit store and make a new pass. And this one you're gonna have to use a template, otherwise it actually doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna this controller, for example, description OP. Do that. Verify upload. Done. Then you want to go to configure, and you can change the description or whatever. You can change the image. Hit sell this item, and this is actually this is gonna be for BC and up. So you have to have BC, unless I think you can get like 10%. 10% of what it would sell for if you're non-builders club, so you can still make some money. But yeah, you can make this 2 Robux. Donate, guys, and poor. And the ID you can just copy from here. It doesn't have to be from the original GamePass link, or you can just delete the mine. You can see it's the same ID. And look at that, it's loaded. Just copy that, and you put that in here, and yeah, it should work. Oh, I think I made a typo. GamePass, not GamePass. And it's still, oh yeah. I wonder. That should be in purchases. Alright. And I think it was original the first. Oh wow, what the hell? This is not even there. Alright, let's go again. And yeah, it works. So you want to capitalize the P in GamePass. And yeah. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. Comment what you guys want me to work on part 3. Otherwise, if you guys seem to get it, I'll just go on to part 3, and we're gonna make some things from scratch. So we're gonna just use this as a template, and we're gonna make actually another tycoon. I'm gonna start making one. Comment me any ideas of what tycoons you guys want to see. Also like and comment and subscribe. And yeah, that should do it for this, guys. Thanks for watching. Let's get famous together.